Alright, I know. This video is actually a day late. Well, I had some projects due in my class, and, school has to take priority in this case. So, but here I am. I'm back, and I'm ready to go. Cue the theme music. Hey everyone, this is Jeremy from Prize Productions, and welcome back to Radio YouTube Expeditions, where we confront fear to find the truth. And we're back for part 2 of our trip through 01a51cd0. That really creepy channel that's been around for at least since 2011, so it's been around for at least 7 years now. And yeah, I know, I'm just getting to this now for some reason. But then again, I didn't really have my channel operating before this point anyway. I mean, before 2 years ago, I mean. But, anyway, so far what we have is we have a series of creepy videos. And yeah, I noticed when I went back and edited it, I didn't notice any of the sounds because for some reason I couldn't hear them. When I was, for some reason the recording didn't, it didn't play back on my computer, so I didn't hear anything. So I went back and I did hear some of the stuff that was on there, and so what we have so far is we have the possibility that this may be this may be sort of seen from the point of view of somebody like a serial killer in a horror movie of some kind, or that it's connected to some kind of a serial killing cult like the Manson family. Yeah, and I know I said Helter Skelter last time instead of Manson family, but you know what I meant. Anyway, that's about as much as I was able to gather from watching the first 5 videos, is that whoever this is, they're stalking somebody. Hopefully they're not stalking me. That's not something I can handle right now. My week has been bad enough as is. I really don't have the patience to deal with that right now. Anyway, so we're going to be going back into it to see what more we can find out, and the next video we're about to see is called Welcome Back. What a coincidence. Alright, so without further ado, let's get to the video. Oh, okay, so we're in Baphomet's trailer park, I guess? I don't know what this one says. Let's say, hold on. Nice of you to visit our territory. You mean the trailer park out in the woods? Oh, no problem. I mean, it was on my way to the 7-Eleven. Alright, is that what we're getting? Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta go back and see it because the way the video sort of glitches out, it made that really hard to read. Okay. I can't really see it. Oh, there it is. A special gift is on its way. Well, you see, I don't want your gift. Okay, I just realized that's actually a bunny, so it's not actually Baphomet. Okay, whatever. Anyway, but I don't want your gift. I mean, I got enough problems. I got enough problems as it is. I don't need any heads in boxes coming my way or something like that. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I told you I didn't want any heads. I told you I didn't want any heads. I told you. I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this gift. All right, whatever. Well, okay, so they welcome us back, and they want to thank us for visiting their territory, and then they gave us a gift of a deer head. Oh, great. It's just what I always wanted, a deer head. I'll put it up next to the mask. It'll be the other thing that'll creep me out in the middle of the night when I wake up from my nightmares. Alright, moving on to the next video. Alright, so the next one is called The Wait is Over. The wait is over for what? Okay, wait, let me actually check the, oh, there's actually something here in the, not in the comments, in the description. Let us hold on. Let us call it. What does it say? Soul or sonal or I don't know what that says. It's just it. I don't know what it says really. I'm probably just not capable of reading upside down. Alright, so let's get to the video. Maybe it'll shed some light. Okay. Well, this isn't shedding much light on anything. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Thanks for playing. That wasn't so hard, was it? Well, I don't know what we were playing here. I mean, so far the only thing I've gotten so far is like a head. It's like a deer head. So I don't know. How is this a game? Who's winning in this game? Is it me? Is it you? I mean, if your game is to scare me, then congratulations, you've won that game already. You won the game like 6 videos ago. Look, you know why we are doing this. No, I don't know why you're doing this. I don't have a clue why you're doing this or who you're even doing this to. If you're doing it to me, I definitely don't have a clue. I'm not an observant person, remember? You will remember eventually. Okay, so if this is this is not geared towards someone, then I'm guessing this is supposed to be some kind of act of revenge against somebody for something in the past or some kind of perceived slight. Oh, okay, there's more. A clue will find its way to you soon. Until then, enjoy a monologue from my favorite book. Oh, don't tell me what your favorite book is. I don't want to know what your favorite book is. Okay, where is it? Something's gonna pop up, isn't it? Something's gonna pop up. I don't want to know this person's idea a dialogue from his favorite book is. I don't want. This doesn't look like a book. Oh, wait. There's sound. Okay, wind it back so I can hear the whole thing.
At 10 o'clock, the old long and print science fiction writer announced it was his bedtime. There was one last thing he wanted to say to us, to his family. Like a magician seeking to volunteer from the audience, he asked someone to stand beside him and do what he said.
How did they get people up? How did they put people up to whatever this is supposed to be?
I held up my hand. Me, please, me, I said. The crowd fell quiet as I took my place to his right. The universe has expanded so enormously, he said,
that guy running.
With the exception of the minor glitch it put us through, that light is no longer fast enough to make any trips worth taking in even the most unreasonable lengths of time. What's the fastest thing possible, they say. Light now belongs in the graveyard of history like the Pony Express.
Hold on. I want to check up on what he's actually saying. Okay, I'm back. The book they're actually quoting from is by Kurt Vonnegut, called Timequake. I really should know this. I really should know about this book because I really like Kurt Vonnegut's writing. I really should know more about this. I didn't actually remember this. But the quote, that's where this is where they're actually quoting from. The book itself, Vonnegut uses the premise of a timequake or a repetition of actions in which there's no free will, and the idea of determinism is explored as it's many of his works to assert that people really have no free will. And of course, Gilgotchard is the protagonist again. But yeah, that's pretty much what he's quoting from. But maybe that fits into what this is all about. because it's like maybe this is what this is all about, like somehow going after the idea of determinism versus free will. I mean, here we have like a line of people writing in monkey masks or something like that. Maybe that's connected to it.
I now ask this human being brave enough to stand next to me to pick 2 twinkling points of obsolete light in the sky above us. It doesn't matter what they
Oh, this is about bike signals.
If they don't twinkle, they're either planets or satellites.
Was this is making a bike signal thing, was this made intentionally like this? Because it's way too creepy. Was this meant for kids? What kid would watch this and say, hey, cool, I'm gonna use bike signals now because Monkey Man here told me.
Tonight we're not interested in planets or satellites. I picked 2 points of light maybe 10 feet apart.
Oh!
Polaris. I have no idea what the
dead.
other one was.
He's dead.
All I knew it was puke. Felt star the size of a BB. Do they twinkle, he said.
Who's that one guy running? Why is he here? He's clearly not the cool kid. He's not one of the cool kids, clearly. He's not on a bike.
Now then, whatever heavenly bodies those 2 points represent, it is certain that the universe becomes so rarefied that for light to go from one to the other would take thousands and millions of years. But I now ask you to look precisely at one, then precisely at the other. Okay, I said, I did it. It took a second, do you think? He said. No more, I said. Even if you had taken an hour, he said, something would have passed between where those 2 heavenly bodies used to be at, conservatively speaking, 1,000,000 times the speed of light. What was it, I said? Your awareness, he said. That is a new quality in the universe, which exists only because there are human beings. Physicists must from now on, when pondering the secrets of the cosmos...
Oh, well, here goes another one.
...not only energy and matter and time,
yeah, I'm sorry I'm not saying anything. I'm actually trying to listen to the quote from the book. And dead. Oh, wait a minute, are they transporting the dead bodies in paper bags?
I have thought of a better word for awareness, he said. Let us call it soul.
And we're back to Bud Dwyer again. Alright, so the entire thing was like a quote from quote from Kurt Vonnegut in his book in the semi-autobiographical book Timequake, and it kind of tackles the whole concept of free will versus determinism. This may have some basis on what's going on here, considering that's basically what the majority of the video was a quote, while over the monkey teaching people how to use bike signals and watching for signs. Maybe it's supposed to be telling us to like watch signals from of where they are, and watch the signs that they're coming after you or something like that. Maybe that's what this is. And again, it has the same animal mask motif as everything else here, so we kind of see, so we're still connected to a certain extent, but I still don't know what this has to do with free will versus determinism just yet. I mean, maybe they view it as something that's destined to happen, that they have to do it because the person did something wrong to them, and they believe that they have no choice in the matter of exacting retribution. But we still have, I think it's the second video, so I think we have 3 left, so we're gonna till we can actually figure all this out. Alright, this one is just called Someone is Paranoid, and it has some stuff written in the description, for a change, I guess. And this time it has 3 lines, so now I have to basically hold myself upside down 3 times as long. We hope you don't mind, but we took a few of your videos as keepsakes. What? How did they know? They knew. They predicted 5 years into the future. They knew I'd start a YouTube channel or something. But whatever. Anyway, let's keep going. I really don't care I don't think I really care if people pirate my videos, unless it suddenly gets more popular when it's pirated. Then I'm gonna care. All right, so what we got here? Chip paint front post thing, and the guy using an old style camcorder, it looks like. All right, so who is? I mean, they said that they took some of the person's videos, and I mean, this is obviously not mine. So so apparently so I guess they're stock whoever this is. There's clearly more than one of them. It looks like. So evidently they're stalking whoever this guy is. Well, it lends credence to my theory that whoever this is, it's not just one person. It's a group, probably a cult of some kind, and maybe it fits with the narrative, and it's part of the narrative. Part of the narrative what this is supposed to be like. It's kind of told from the demented point of view of the people who are attempting to carry out whatever this is against somebody else, rather than from the point of view of the victim. Some of this place actually looks familiar. I don't think I've ever been to a place like this. Okay, so now he's running. So, I mean, so he must know by now somebody's probably following him. That's probably why he's doing this. And he doesn't stop until he thinks he's safe back inside his house. Alright, so I guess we have our first look at the person who these videos have been directed at. The victim here, who's, I don't know what to call, let's just call him Bill. So we have Bill in Bill's house. He seems like a relatively normal guy, but at this point I'm assuming he knows people are following him because he walks outside very slowly with a camcorder and then basically goes to his mailbox, grabs the mail and runs back in. So I'm taking he knows somebody's following him. And now that they have this video, it would seem that now they know he knows about them. Even though he probably already knew about them already, because he's probably likely getting these videos too. But now the fact of the matter is, since they have the video now, that means they've broken into his house already, which makes the situation a whole lot worse. I feel like we're watching this video from the point of view of a group of psychopaths. Like they're just toying with the guy, the whole time. Or something like that. We're seeing it from their point of view rather than from the point of view of the victim, which is something you'd usually see in a typical horror movie. It's being shown from the point of view of the people who are carrying it out rather than the person who's the victim. Alright, we've reached the second to last video, and this one is called Still Paranoid. So yeah, again, directed at the guy who's still filming, and apparently I'm going to assume this video is going to show him still in fear for his life or safety, because last time he definitely showed that he has awareness of who these people are and that they're following him. So I'm assuming that this video is going to go back into that. And again, if that's true, that means they've broken into his house again and stolen his video camera or his videos, and are just doing this again, and are just basically toying with him again. And once again, there's something in the description. We grow restless. These videos we took are interesting. However, we grow. Okay, it says like these videos we took are interesting. However, we grow restless. So yeah, it's the second to last video. So this is coming up to the climax of this whole thing. So we're right before the peak of this whole thing, but the peak of it happens in the last video. So, and considering this channel has not been updated in 6 years, that means that it happens right at the end. So we don't see what happens. It basically covers the whole It feels like it covers like the premise of like a psychopath or a group of psychopaths in a cult, basically stalking one guy and basically setting him up to be killed, and it only goes as far as them killing him, because after that there's no more need for it, because the person they were targeting is dead. I'm only guessing at what's going to happen in the next one, because I'm assuming they're going to kill him, or they're going to do something to him, or they're going to kidnap him, because he's the whole focal point of this whole thing. If he gets captured or killed, then everything's done. They succeeded in what they were setting out to do. Alright, second to last video. Here we go. Okay, is he on like a bike or something? So this is what his neighborhood looks. Actually, it kind of makes me think of Kentucky. But then again, I've only ever driven through Kentucky, so I've only ever driven through Kentucky. It reminds me kind of like that. Maybe in fall or something, but I was up there. Yeah, actually, was I up there? Oh yeah, I was up there during the fall. Okay. Okay, so he stopped. You know, at this point, I'd probably recommend you don't keep using this camera. You're just giving them stuff to use. Oh, he's checking his surroundings. All right. Hope. All right. So he wanders down. And he turns around and comes back. Okay, yeah, he is paranoid. He's checking everything. He's checking every corner. He went down there to check and looked around and turned back and ran around again. He's trying to throw him off. Wait. Hold on. I think I saw something. At the end. Oh, okay. We go back. Okay. There's a car, but it's probably irrelevant. I'm just assuming that that car is like the people who are following, because it's like the only thing we've seen in this whole video that has another person in it other than the main character. And it just stops right there. I mean, could it be possible that's them watching him? Though he doesn't seem to you don't seem to see anybody, but he seems to be trying to get away from them or trying to throw them off. Like while he's on his bike, he's trying to like. But it makes me wonder. The guy's on a bike, so how old is this person? He might just not have a car. But what happens if this is actually a kid? Then this takes a whole new level of disturbing, because what is the possibility that this is actually supposed to be a kid on a bike and they're going after him, like he's supposed to be a sacrifice or something? What if that's what's going on? Well, they do say that they do treat it like he's done something, and that's why they're going after him. And maybe so it's like some kind of a type of retribution or something. But yeah, that's something that's really just starting to disturb me. That what if this is actually a kid, not an adult, which wouldn't be any more acceptable. But I don't like thinking of kids being afraid in this way. Like there's somebody coming after them. That's really kind of a terrifying thing to think about. All right, so that's the second to last video. We're gonna move into the last one, and maybe all our answers all our questions will be answered, rather than all our answers only leading to more questions or something. Alright, dear friends, we made it to the last video, and judging by the first thing I'm seeing in the video, we're seeing them or somebody, maybe the guy, maybe the people who are carrying out whatever this is, looking at somebody from a distance near a car and looks at on their phone. Now, I don't know what this is leading into. Considering this is the last video, something has to happen here. And this video, I forgot to give you the title. The name of the title is "You Did Well." I don't understand what that means. Wait, was this an initiation? Was this all an initiation of some kind? Was that? Huh. Or was it just because the person who, it was just because somebody connected to this whole conspiracy carried something out that they wanted. Whatever. Needless to say, this is where it ends. But hopefully this will, like I said before, hopefully this will answer some questions so we can actually figure this out. All right. Oh. Okay. Oh. There's a guy with a bat, like... Okay, where's this going? Is he like somebody, he's somebody, like a friend of his or something, that he just said to come help him beat up the stalkers or something like that? Because they're watching him from a distance. Yeah, that's the guy, he has the camera too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I keep stopping because I'm... Alright. Oh! That's it? That's how it ends? That's it? That's the last video? So basically it just shows shows the person there with another person with a bat, and they have the camera and they're like filming what's going on. But then we're trying to see what's going on. So they're obviously trying to take whoever this is out. They know that this person's there, so that makes me think that they actually tried to lure them there. And considering the title of this thing is "You Did Well," it makes me think that considering these videos are usually directed to that guy with the camera that we saw before, it looks like they really wanted to bring that one guy there or something. They wanted to bring them both there for some reason. Because now that they're there, whatever's happening here is not shown, but because it cuts like right before they sort of cross paths. But considering everything that's happened, they seem to be out to victimize this person. They keep sending him disturbing videos, and they break into his house to steal his videos just to torment him the entire time. And the guy is very clearly afraid for his life, and because he has to bring his friend with a baseball bat. But there's not much else to work on, except that at one point it looks like they're gonna whoever these people are and the guy are gonna cross paths, and it's gonna end in some way. But considering the thing is just called "You Did Well," it makes me think: did they really? Who is this even addressed to? Is this addressed to the guy? Like they wanted him to show up with that one guy, so they could kill that guy or something? Like, were they threatening him to bring that guy or something like that? I mean, that seems like something. I mean, maybe there's a whole facet of this we're not seeing. Like, it makes you feel that way. Like, they have the guy, and because if this just says "You Did Well," everything in this title is directed. Everything from the title and the videos in this and everything is directed at that one guy. They're telling him he did well, but all he did was bring that guy with him. What if he wasn't the target? What if that guy he brought with him was the target the whole time, and they were trying to basically coerce him into bringing that guy there so they could take him out? That seems like a possibility here, because it seems like a possibility here considering they're thanking him for doing something. But regardless, I'm gonna see what I can find, if anything. So I'll be back in a sec. All right, I'm back. And I found something on this that found something else that seems to be neglected by a lot of people. Because I've seen a lot of videos that have this channel listed as like the creepiest and most mysterious, and then having a whole bunch of stuff associated with it. But I did find something on archive4plebs.org, and this is what this one person said. The first channel was part of a YouTube ARG where some dude named Anthony, blamed the Truth Project, started filming whatever paranormal happenings there were in his neighborhood when his viewers noticed some people with animal masks in the backgrounds of the earlier videos. It was some sort of cult that began following him and breaking into his home, recording him, leaving him gifts, severed deer heads, which we saw, hidden cameras, which we also saw, and IRL puzzles for him to solve. I remember there being graphics, videos, and a reference to One Got Fat, an old Canadian bike safety video on there once. Also, I think all the views on Blame the Truth's recordings channel were removed, then re-uploaded somewhere else. It was one of my first ARGs, and I burned it to disk. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I was right. It was a cult following a guy it was a cult following and harassing some guy, but it turns out it was actually an ARG, and it turns out it wasn't actually an ARG. And there's actually a wiki connected to this, just called The Recordings, which sort of clarifies it up a little bit, where it mentions that they were working on a ARG involving an old Pokemon Blue cartridge, and they do bring up that they were working on. There's also some other lost videos on here for the channel that I don't think I should look at or not. I don't think it's relevant right now since we have like a sort of an explanation, and it is pretty much what I was figuring it was. So there you have it. That's what this channel seems to be leaning toward. What it is, it's a It was a sort of an ARG about a cult following a guy around and harassing him, breaking into his home, and I guess sort of leading him to some sort of doom, or leading to, or helping, or getting to, or trying to harass him to lead somebody else to some sort of doom. Maybe both of them. But this is where it looks like it leads to. So I guess I end this video, or I guess I end this series, or sub-series, I guess you call it, here. So be sure to check out my other videos, with Prize Box predictions and videos with our channel's Prize Box Gaming and Prize Box Reacts. Thanks for watching, and stay jamming, everyone.